Hello and welcome to glowstrong.com. This is the behind the back 3-beat reverse weave. This is what it looks like. Alright. Now, in order to do this move, the first thing we're going to learn is the hand motions. And if you've learned the forward and reverse weaves from my videos or even watched them, we're going to be learning going through the same learning process with this move as with those. So the first thing is learning the hand motions. What you want to do is put your hands behind your back with your palms facing up and cross your right wrist over top of your left and move them to the left side of your body. Alright? Then you're going to uncross your left and move it over to the right side of your body, and at the same time move your right hand over. And then once they're over there, you're going to uncross your right and move it back to the starting position. So it'll look like this. Alright, so that's the hand motions. You want to get that down and try not to skip that because that's going to be very important. Alright, so the next step we want to do is take one glow stick in hand, and we're going to learn plane control in the different areas of the move. The first place is right next to your hip, just like this. You want to make sure that you're spinning in reverse, and this one's going to be pretty easy, especially if this isn't your first move that you've learned. Alright, so the next place you want to learn is you want to put your arm behind your back so that your hand is sticking out, like maybe that much. And you just want to take your left arm out of the way and start spinning. Now if you notice that that the glow stick is hitting the back of your legs, couple things you want to try doing is putting your feet close in together so they're almost touching, and also you'll notice that I'm kind of wrenched over this way. That's just something natural that you have to do to get your hand over here. It might help if you wrench yourself a little bit further to get your hand away from your legs a little bit. Other than that, you're just going to have to work on the plane control. So once you get this down, you want to learn it with the other hand, and it's the same way, arm behind the back and just spin, and also learn right next to you. Once you have those two down, the next thing we want to work on is we're going to be going back and forth between those 2 points. But what we're going to do is we're going to do one spin on the right side, and it's going to be one, and then do 2 spins on the left, and then one back on the right. So it'll be 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Hit myself. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, and that's pretty much all it is. You want to work on this until you get it down with both hands. The left hand is going to be the same. It's going to be 1 spin on the left and 2 on the right. Alright, so once you get that down, if you're having trouble with going from one side to the other, timing. When the glow stick is at the top of the circle, that's when you want to start moving your hand and your arm behind you to the other side. And what the glow stick's going to do is it's going to do a half circle behind you, and by the time it gets to the other side of you, it should be at the bottom, and then it'll continue to go. So when it gets to the top, you move. And also when you're going from left to right, going from this side over, it's the same timing when the glow stick's at the top of the circle. Alright? So once you get that down, with both hands, The next thing we want to do is we're going to stick our left hand out behind us, all right? And we're going to do the same thing, 2 spins on the left and 1 on the right. Except this time, you're going to spin on the outside of your hand, just like this, and then the second spin is going to go on the inside of your arm. So it looks like this. And if you have to move your arm a little bit to, get your hand underneath it, that's all right. All right, and it's going to be the same with the other hand. Oop. Alright, so once you have that down with both hands, the next step we want to work on is putting the hand motions that we learned, the first thing we learned, we want to do that while spinning one glow stick. So it'll look like this. You go on the outside and then inside. Alright, it's not too hard, not too difficult, especially if you really did practice the first step. And once you have that down, you do the other hand. Obviously, it's going to be the same thing. Alright, now once you have that down, the next thing we want to work on is actually kind of doing the move. There's a couple of different ways you can get into the move. One way is you can put your right arm or left arm behind you, just like this, and kind of just hang them there and just start to, you want to first swing the left and come over to the right side of your body and just have your right hand follow, and you kind of just get into it. So you can hang them there, let the left one start and the right one follow. If that's a little too difficult for you, you can spin just like this and throw your right hand or left hand behind you, whichever way you want to start. And one tip that I just, the pants you wear are going to affect this move. My shorts are towards the bottom of the shorts. They kind of go out a little bit, kind of like bell bottoms, but not really. But they do kind of flare out, and the more they flare out, the more your pants or shorts flare out, the more you're going to be hitting them with your glow sticks. So if you have tighter pants or shorts, that would be better to wear with when doing this move. So anyway, start spinning just like this in reverse, throw one hand behind, and you just kind of start doing it.